Hey, what goes on everybody? My name is Ethan and welcome to my Q&A, I guess. We're doing it for 20k subscribers. I was going to do it as a vlog, but I've simply just run out of time. Going home to my hometown every weekend to play soccer does use up a lot more time than you would think, having to pre-record and stuff. But anyway, I just happened to gain 20k subs whilst I'm away, so I'm having to pre-record this, so I don't have time to get ready for a vlog, stuff like that. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you to all 20,000 of you that have subbed to me. That's some pretty crazy stuff. That is a lot of people. If I thought about how many people that was, I would get more nervous before I make videos, but let's try not to. Anyway, I'm actually going to quickly move... Ah, crap. I can see my questions. It's okay. But anyway, in the background you're seeing some footage of me signing plots on Okeaniki, maybe some mining, maybe some survival games, stuff like that. Whatever I decide to throw behind it while we just talk. But we're going to go through 10 questions. There are 10 questions that I've picked. Hopefully none of them are too much the same. I've tried to avoid ones that are too... A lot of questions were just about the Minecraft server, Okeaniki. I tried to avoid those. So, let's get into the questions, I suppose. Our first question is from little_lizard, who says, has Minecraft always been your hobby? Will it ever be? I guess gaming is more my hobby than just Minecraft itself. You know how... Well, some of you will know how you play one game for a couple of months and then you move on to another game, and then maybe a couple of months later you come back to the first game. That's sort of what Minecraft has always been for me before I started making videos. It was that game that I would play non-stop for a week, and then I'd play something else. And then for some reason I would be drawn back to Minecraft and just play it again. And then I'd go away and come back, and I just saw like this love-hate relationship. And when I started making videos, I was able to keep it sort of fresh, so I don't really get bored or anything like that. Videos does make it a lot easier to play a game for an extended period of time. But yeah, I guess right now it is my gaming hobby. Gaming is my hobby. So I guess Minecraft won't ever be my hobby. I guess it'll just be a part of my hobby, would be the best way. All the questions will be in the description below, by the way, so that you guys can refer to them. So question 2 is from Yogi Bear 3000. He actually had 2 questions, but I only picked one. What made you want to start making YouTube videos, and who inspired you? I guess what made me want to make videos was every evening after I was done talking to Kaleido on Skype, because obviously we didn't live together when we first met, I would watch Good Boulderfist play Minecraft whilst playing Minecraft myself. Like, I would have it in one corner of the screen and Minecraft in the other corner, and I would just play Minecraft while watching him. And then the more and more I heard him talk about his life and about his channel and stuff, just made me want to play video games and put them on the internet. So I guess that's what made me want to start making YouTube videos. I guess Good also inspired me, but in the end it was actually Kaleido who sort of turned around and just said, do it, and then she bought me my first microphone. So Kaleido made it happen. Good made me want to do it, which is the same as inspiring you, I guess, but then Kaleido was the person who actually went out and got me off my ass and made me do it. So yeah. Good, Boulderfist, and Kaleido. So question 3, this is where my microphone stand starts to get in the way. This is from Packy No Life, I think. Did you suspect to get so many subscribers? Like everyone, or like anything you do, I guess you go into it pretty optimistic. Like, you know when you go into a test at school and you're like, I could get 100%. But I could also not get 100%. That's sort of the attitude I had towards YouTube. It was like, you don't know if you're something special. You know, like, you could just make your first video, it could turn out really great, the right people would see it, and you're instantly like this new celebrity with millions of fans and stuff like that. It doesn't happen. But it has happened to people, you know, like people have exploded not because they have good content, but just because of Reddit and Facebook and things like that. So I didn't really think I was going to fail, but at the same time I was also prepared to fail. And it did take 2 years to get to like 3,000 subscribers. So I guess I was just doing it. I wasn't really thinking about, the subscriber number was always there, but I wasn't really thinking about exploding anymore. It was just sort of habit. It was a hobby. Now I'm growing a lot faster, and I suspect to get subscribers more than I have now. I expect to wake up in the morning and have more than when I went to bed, you know, like now I suspect it, but that's because I'm used to it. I think that's a good answer. I don't really know. Next is from Orange Tiger MC, and it's, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? I actually had a little think of this before, and I don't really, it's so hard to pick just one, you know. Like for example, Superman can fly, but it's an extension of his super strength and the ability to leap tall buildings. Like, well, that's what it is in the comics anyway, you know, the TV shows just give him the ability to fly. But originally, I'm pretty sure that Superman could fly because of his superhuman strength. And if that's the truth, then I would want superhuman strength, because then I would also get fly. But I think if I was going to have one superpower, I think it would have to be super speed. You know, when you watch TV shows, like you watch a fighting show, especially when you watch anime, there's nothing more satisfying when two people are looking at each other and your favorite character just like click and is behind the other person, and the other person like goes into shock because of how fast and powerful they are. That's the part of anime that I enjoy. Like, that's why I liked Bleach, because it had flash step, and I just liked them moving really quick. It was just an intimidating factor that was really cool. So I think super speed or flight. But I'm going to go with super speed as my number one choice. What's next? I can't see this next guy's name. Adoni19 says, what was it like playing MC for the first time on your computer? This is something that's really special to me. And I think to a lot of Minecrafters, especially earlier Minecrafters like Alpha and Beta, is sort of like, when the wiki wasn't really there, your first night in Minecraft or your first time playing, you were just 100% on your own. You know, there wasn't even multiplayer for some of us. Kaleido, for example, she started playing Minecraft because of me, and we started playing on a server together. So she never had that first night 100% alone experience. She already sort of knew what she was doing. I started playing Minecraft completely blind, so I don't think I'll ever forget my first world. Like, you know, I spawned in a forest, I wandered around for a little bit. I wasted the entire first day just punching flowers and breaking dirt. I ended up hiding in a tree at nighttime with zombies and skeletons trying to get me. I believe I broke a leaf block to try and punch a skeleton away, and a creeper blew up, which then obviously ruined my magnificent tree fort of defense. And I fell to the ground, and I was killed, basically. So I respawned. I probably died a couple of times during that night as well. And then the next day, once all the bad things were gone, I proceeded to finding a beach and building, like, a cave there. And then, you know, I started the strip mining and stuff like... I dug down until I found caves. Now, coal was a lot rarer back then as well. Coal and iron were a lot harder to find when I started, so I sort of ended up doing like the normal thing. I built massive walls around my base so that monsters couldn't wander in. I built a massive like roof over the top from the hill, like the cliff that I built in the side of. I built a roof up there. I lit everything up. I had to make giant netherrack beacons that were lit on fire, because if I ever traveled too far from my house, I would never find my way back, because I didn't even know how to use F3. I didn't know that was a thing. And then ultimately, when that world was destroyed, I decided I wanted to have a lava waterfall that would go over the front of my house, so like any mob that was chasing me would walk into the lava and die. It was a 100% legit foolproof system, except back then fire spread was like was set really high. So I placed the lava, everything was good, and then my entire forest burnt down. Like everything around my base there was the beach, the cliff, and then nothing but forest, and that whole thing burnt down. I was just like, well, I'm done. And that was I think that was the last time I played Minecraft for probably a month or two after that, and I was just like, I was done. That world, man, that world. So, yeah, I had a pretty memorable and interesting first Minecraft experience, which is something that I think a lot of players don't get anymore, because there's a lot more information out there for new players. But yeah, it's something I'll always remember. It was really cool. Next is from Madburger99, and this is a question that I got a lot of, and I wanted to address it. It's how hard was it to get 20k, and how long did it take? So a lot of people sent me questions like, how did your channel get so big, or how did you get so popular? Like, it's not so much that they want to know the process that I went through, but they sort of want me to give them this really easy answer to be like, hey, do this and you'll be famous and have fans and stuff like that, because that's what people want. But how hard was it to get to 20k? It took me over 2 years, so it was pretty hard to get to 20k. Well, it wasn't hard, it took a long time. So how long did it take? Yeah, it took over 2 years to get to 20k. But it wasn't hard because I wasn't looking at the subscriber number as my score. I was looking at it as people, and I was just having fun making videos, and I met a lot of cool people. You know, I know a lot of people on the internet now who I consider to be my best friends in the world. So it wasn't hard, it was more fun. You know, the longer you do it for, the more fun it is. You know, a lot of channels that grow really quickly, they don't stick to it and they disappear. And a lot of channels like myself that spend a long time as a small channel and then get big, they seem to last longer. You know, they're in it, you know that they're going to be around because they've already been around for so long. So for me, it was just fun. It wasn't hard at all, it was fun. There is no magic answer though. For everyone looking for the magic answer on how they can have fans and be popular, if that's what you want, is fans and to be popular, then get off the internet. go write a rap song or a song about love or something, and just have a one-time hit, you know? That's all you need. You don't need to be on the internet unless you're using the internet to produce your music. I think if you want fans and stuff, it's a lot easier to be a musician than it is to be a YouTuber, because a YouTuber is pretty personal. I don't know. It's probably more fun. Anyway, next from Black Block Craft, we got, when and how did you meet Kaleido? So we met, what? I don't want to get this wrong because she's going to watch this video. So, how many years ago? Yeah, she can hear me. So, 3 years ago, May 7th. May 7th. She can hear me. So basically, I was going over to Perth, which is on the other side of Australia, for a wedding, and me and Kaleido had met, say, a week or two before that. We were talking on Facebook, we became friends. We were already friends on Facebook, because, you know, you add people that you don't know on Facebook all the time. But we started talking on Facebook, and then we started hanging out. And then I went to the other side of the country, so we stopped hanging out. But we would talk still, obviously. It was Kaleido's birthday while I was away. We started officially dating while I was away, and then I came back and we kept dating. That's it. So yeah, I spent 2 weeks in Perth, just sort of, it was really fun being on the other side of the country, obviously, but I also wanted to come home to see Kaleido. But back then I didn't call her Kaleido, by the way. She has a real name. I used to use that name, but now I just call her Kaleido. But yeah, it was just sort of when and how. When was 3 years ago, and how was the internet. So we met on Facebook. So now that we use the internet sort of as our jobs, I guess, or they're not even really, we don't make that much money, so they're not even our jobs. They're just like they're our full-time hobby is the internet, and we also met on the internet. So that's a pretty cool circle, I guess. I don't really know. Let's go next, because if I say something stupid, she's gonna yell at me through the wall. So, Joker Funny 618 said, "What was your favorite game before doing Minecraft, and what other job would you do if YouTube was never going to be a job? YouTube isn't my job, but it might be one day. Let's hope. I don't have a job, technically. I have a hobby and I'm a full-time student. But if YouTube was to be my job, I mean, if I was to not be doing YouTube whatsoever, I would still be studying to be a game developer. I've always liked video games, so I want to make games. Wanting to make games actually ties in with the next question. But what was your favorite game before doing Minecraft? Christ, what was my favorite game before doing Minecraft? I was a pretty heavy MMO player before I got into, well, like, during my time of Minecraft and before Minecraft. So, I think probably when I was like 10 or something, maybe, or maybe even younger, RuneScape became the big like fad in my town, and a lot of people still play, I guess. I still have an account with membership and everything. I played like at the beginning of the year I was playing. But yeah, so probably like 10 years ago or something, RuneScape became a big deal in my hometown, and I've pretty much been playing it since then. So I guess my favorite game has always been RuneScape, even though I've stopped playing it and played other stuff, but I've always come back to RuneScape. So I guess before any other game, RuneScape has always been my favorite. Just before starting my Minecraft channel though, Adventure Quest Worlds was my favorite because that was the MMO I was playing at the time. So yeah. And as for my other job, yeah, probably game developer, programmer, something like that. I would like to make games, even if I worked for, say, a company just doing programming for some other crap that isn't a game. I would like to be working on my own games at home and just producing them through the internet. That is something I will still probably do, even if YouTube was to become my job. I would love to learn how to make games and also produce games for people, because that would just be fun. I feel like as a gamer, I know what games I would like to play, and I would like to build games that I would enjoy to see who else would enjoy them. That's pretty much, yeah. So next, Avid Crafter says, what would you do with $1 million? Which ties into my last question, because with $1 million, I would probably go to an expensive ass computer school. I wouldn't have to work, so I'd be able to focus on my studies. I would probably pay someone to make sure that I didn't procrastinate. I could pay to cook, I could pay a maid, and then I could pay someone literally just to make sure that I don't play video games and I study. And then I would pay all my expenses, and, you know, I would become a game programmer and then probably start my own company with what's left over. Because $1 million is a lot. Like, if people think, oh, 1 million, because it's small. 1 million is a lot of money. If you're only paying basic rent, food, and even with a maid and stuff like that to clean for you, you're not going to spend $1 million in like the 4 years it takes to do a university course. So yeah, I probably have enough left over to make a company, and then I could just make games. That's what I would do with $1 million. Or I would buy a heap of really cool equipment for my YouTube, and then I would just fund myself, not having to work or study or anything, and I could just focus on YouTube and just because it's fun until I run out of money or start making money back, basically. All right. So my last question number 10, is from Turles19, and it's, what is your favorite game that you recently play or right now? And it can be a mini game in Minecraft. So what's my favorite game right now, even if it's a mini game in Minecraft? My favorite game right now is easily, hands down, 100% Trove, which is a voxel game like Minecraft. So it has the blocks, it has building and all that sort of stuff. But it's more like Cube World, except as an MMO. It's in alpha. It costs $20 to get in. I am actually going to do some videos on it later on. I might do like a what is Trove video, especially now that I'm talking about it. Excuse me. So yeah, Trove is definitely my favorite game at the moment. Usually I wake up in the morning and I check my YouTube, I check my Twitter, I check my business email, my normal email, all that sort of stuff. And then I'll either go on a Minecraft world that I need to work on for videos, or I'll go on a server I need to work on for videos. That's usually my routine. Maybe I'll listen to some music or watch a TV show on my other screen while I'm working, getting ready to make videos. But lately, the last couple of days, I've been waking up, checking all my stuff, playing maybe an hour or two of Trove, sneaking in an hour or two of Trove, then doing some quick work, then recording, and then making my thumbnails and rendering at nighttime. when we're having dinner and everything. So I've been sneaking in an hour or two of Trove every day. I think the other day when I was just rendering, I played like 6 hours of Trove or something. It's so much fun. I have a unicorn mount and he leaves rainbow little hooves on the ground when I'm running. It's fantastic. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it's Trove Game. You just have to Google Trove Game and it'll pop up. It's made by the guys who make Rift and ArcAge. So they're a cool MMO company. It will be free when it comes out. I'm going to do a video on it. So yeah. Oh, I just bumped my table. That wasn't a good idea. I'm swaying in my chair while I'm talking. But anyway, yeah, that's all 10 of my questions. So it's pretty crazy to have 20,000 people in the world subscribe to me. And, you know, it's going to be even more by the end of the year, which is, it's wild. So next year, guys, I'll let you all know now definitively, because most of you will probably watch this. Next year, Kaleido and I we'll be in a position to have the money. We'll at least go to the gaming conventions in Australia. And then maybe aim for the year after to at least go to Minecon or the conventions in America or in England. It depends. There are some people in America I would like to visit. There are also some people in England I would like to visit and meet in person, along with some Aussie YouTubers that I could meet up with pretty much any time I want, which I'll definitely meet up with next year. So hopefully there'll be some real life interaction with you guys next year coming up. Maybe at the end of this year if we're really lucky. But me and Kaleido both really want to get out there and meet you guys in person, you know, take some selfies, hang out, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully at conventions, so yeah. Besides that, guys, I guess thank you so much for 20,000 subs. Let's celebrate at... Should we celebrate at 30,000 or 50,000? I'll do a special video for 30 and 40, and then I'll do a big video for 50. I might do a vlog of, like, my life or something. I could introduce you guys to where I grew up, or I could show you some other skills that I have outside of gaming, stuff like that for 50k. We'll do something cool for that. But yeah, guys, anyway, let me know what you thought of my questions. I mean, of my answers. You know, if you've got any comments to add to them, feel free to throw it in the comment section below. I will be reading these. When I'm in my hometown, it's very easy to read comments. So every weekend, I read a lot of comments. But yeah, guys, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for 20k subs. Don't forget to pro-crit that like button. Send me some love. You can also share and favorite this video for extra love. And I'll see you guys next time.